Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. Africa, tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. America, tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze.
You are listening to African Father in America podcast by Simon Javan Okello, live from Seattle, Washington, USA.
Greetings, beautiful people. My name is Simon Javan Okello. I am grateful to be here with you today for another amazing episode of the African Father in America podcast. I am live and direct in Seattle, Washington, and I have a beautiful proverb from Congo that is going to be the center of our conversation today. If you're watching this on YouTube, please let me know where in the world you're joining us from. We are currently live streaming today's podcast episode on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, on TikTok, and also on YouTube, on YouTube, which is really the home that we are building for the African Father in America podcast. I know some of you who used to enjoy this show on Clubhouse are missing it. And if you're one of those people who just joined us today and you used to join us at Clubhouse, thank you so much. Make sure you spread the word and let everybody know that currently the African Father in America podcast is broadcasting live on YouTube primarily, but also across other platforms like I mentioned, Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter and Instagram and also TikTok. As usual, every single Monday to Friday, whenever we are broadcasting, we come here with a beautiful African Proverbs laced with a lot of lessons that we hope that you can take away, especially today being a Friday. You can take it away and apply it throughout your weekend, apply it throughout your life. So our proverb today is straight from the middle of the motherland, the Congo. Our proverb says that a single bracelet does not jingle. A single bracelet does not jingle. I want you to share with me in the comments what this proverb means to you, especially if you're watching on YouTube. Share in the comments what this proverb means to you, and I will be able to read it to our audience before the end of the show. This is a good time for you to share what this proverb means to you. And also, if you're joining me on YouTube, take a moment, if you haven't subscribed, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that when I go live again, YouTube can notify you. And also remember to give today's video a thumbs up so that YouTube can be notified that our people are here enjoying the show and learning from this beautiful African ancestral wisdom. So I say that I have 3 nuggets of wisdom for today's proverb. I'll share them in a moment, but just for the sake of those who are just joining us, our proverb says that a single bracelet does not jingle. A single bracelet does not jingle. It's from the Congo. And when you hear this word, a single bracelet does not jingle, it's true that a single bracelet may not jingle, but it can sure make a statement. The beauty of that bracelet can make a statement. The size of that bracelet can make a statement. But also, our ancestors from the Congo wanted to remind us that we are stronger together. If you have 2 bracelets, it makes beautiful noise as you walk with it. More people are likely to ask you about the bracelets, and really, there are more stories related to more than just one bracelet. So, this is a really, really wonderful proverb that we have today. And also, when you think about this proverb, it also reminds us about the spirit of Harambe, which is very popular in East Africa, the spirit of working together. It also reminds us about the spirit of Ubuntu, I am because you are, we are not complete without each other. It also reminds us of another beautiful African proverb that says, kidole kimoja hakivunji chawa, which means one single finger cannot kill a bed bug. If you've ever been bothered by bed bugs at night, you will realize that one single finger will not do the job. At least two will be able to do the job and give you a restful night. So I want to make sure I recognize everyone who is joining me here. Joel, thank you so much for joining us all the way from Tampa, Florida. I hope you are ready for this wonderful weekend. I want to share the 3 nuggets of wisdom. Every day when we come here for the show, one of the things I love sharing is the 3 nuggets of wisdom, because you can take them, put them away, and come back to them later, so that you can meditate with this proverb, you can reflect with this proverb, and you can gain some ancestral wisdom through this beautiful African proverb. So if you're also watching similar to Joel, take a second and share with me in the comment where in the world you are joining me from and what today's proverb means to you. Before I share the 3 nuggets of wisdom, I just want to say what the proverb is one more time. The proverb is from the Congo, and it says, a single bracelet does not jingle. A single bracelet does not jingle. What does this bring to your mind? Share in the comments. Now, when you think about this proverb, here are our 3 nuggets of wisdom that are related to it. Number 1, unity is strength. Unity is strength. When we look back in history, we see that, even here in America, this month is Women's History Month. I can't forget that. And you find that a lot of women's rights issues were fought and were successful because of unity. If you look at the amount of freedoms that our women enjoy today, even in the continent, it is as a result of women coming together. Recently, my oldest sister lives in the UK. Together with a group of friends, they went to Mexico for vacation, and they were all women, and I was really impressed by that. It reminded me of a quote I read somewhere that it's only women that can plan and organize and even go for a vacation as a group. You rarely see men going for vacations and planning and organizing and doing things as a collective. And so this being Women's History Month is just a reminder that there's really no unity and there is no strength without the inclusion of women. Number 2, small things can make a big impact. Small things can make a big impact. I wonder if you've ever sat down or have you ever encountered a group of ants carrying a small crumb of bread, a crumb of bread that you can put in your pocket, but you find that 100 ants are actually lifting this crumb of bread. Slowly by slowly, they put it down, they lift it again until they get it to where they want to get it to. And then you no longer see it, it's gone, they've consumed it. The same thing is very similar to even how, during the recent pandemic, without making small steps, we would have not managed as humanity. We would have never managed to control the impact of COVID-19. Recently, I was reading, an article where there was a patient that had been declared cured from HIV, and it's because of years and years and years of research that you find that patients like this can now be healed as a result of the small steps that were taken. And also, even with this show, the Daily African Proverbs, here in the African Father in America podcast, it's just one proverb at a time. Each day we share one proverb, we build one relationship, and we make a difference, one day at a time. So this is a reminder, this nugget of wisdom here is a reminder that the little steps that you take, the push-ups that you do, maybe it's just one push-up, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 5. At the end of the day, it keeps you healthy in ways that might surprise you, in ways that you might not expect. Number 3, every voice matters. This is the final nugget of wisdom, and it says that every single voice matters. A lot of the time, we as human beings, we think that we live here in the world in isolation. We think that once we have our nice job, we are getting paid well, we have a nice house we live in and a car that we drive in, nobody else matters. The trees that we are driving by don't matter. The bees that we are crushing as we drive to work don't matter. The neighbor that lives next door does not matter. But what this proverb and what this specific nugget of wisdom is reminding us about is that every single voice matters. And so it's requiring us to pay attention. Is there a voice in our lives that we are not listening to? Is there even an inner voice in us that we are not listening to? So I just want you to pay attention to these 3 nuggets of wisdom. I want you to share with me in the comments what today's proverb means to you. Again, it says, a single bracelet does not jingle. I want to take a moment and just appreciate everyone who is joining me for the show today. I see my brother Johnny Be Good. Johnny Be Good was with me in Seattle recently, and he's one of the people that really helped build this show to the level where it is. I deeply appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for joining us from Massachusetts today. And also I see Kesiwa joining us all the way. Kesiwa is from Ghana, but is joining us from California in Antelope Valley. I want to see what this Antelope Valley looks like one day. So don't be surprised if you see me in your neighborhood one day, Kesiwa. So Kesiwa is saying here that hello from Antelope Valley, California, by way of Ghana. Moving in silence represents that single bracelet, and perhaps our ancestors uses it as a reminder of self-preservation. Self-preservation is not for show, I love that. So it's important sometimes to just move in silence as that single bracelet. It's not bad to have one bracelet. It's not bad to move in silence. There's time for everything. That's what Kesiwa is saying here. Thank you so much. I want to see more of your comments. I see quite a few of you watching the show live on YouTube. I want to see more of your comments. I want to know where in the world you're joining us from and what today's proverb means for you. The proverb itself says that a single bracelet does not jingle. And we've spent the last almost 15 minutes of the show talking about this proverb, talking about the 3 nuggets of wisdom that are related to it. And now we are, just connecting everything I said with what you think, whether you're watching this on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Share with me in the comments down there and let me know what this proverb means for you. This proverb is from Congo, and for those who pay attention to what's going on in Africa on a day-to-day basis like me, Congo is really one of the richest countries in the world, but the people there live under conditions that are considered poor people living conditions, and that's not their fault. That's not their fault. I don't think that's even the fault of their leaders. I think this is the fault of people who are interested in the resources of the Congolese people. We have the Chinese who have built processing factories for processing coltan to make our cell phones, to make these gadgets that we are using to live stream today. The West, there are many European and US companies that are right in the Congo where the conflict is. People are killing each other next door, but these companies are siphoning these resources. And the impact of that is that we have a huge population of Congolese people here in the US. We have a huge population of Congolese people living as refugees in Europe and around Africa, in Kenya and in Tanzania. We have, millions of people have actually died in the Congo. Congo is one of the places that has faced some of the most difficult challenges when it comes to human rights abuses for decades and decades. So, right now, if you're paying attention to what's going on in the Congo, particularly there's a potential war between Congo and Rwanda. One thing I find that is quite interesting, yesterday there was a press conference where the Rwandan president basically said that he's going to run for office again, and he's going to be running and being in office. This is his 23rd year, so he might be in office until he'll be in office for maybe 30 years. That's Mr. Paul Kagame. So what you find that is going on in the Congo right now, and especially the relationship with Rwanda and Congo, is very interesting, because Rwanda does not produce any coltan, but Rwanda is the third largest producer of coltan in the world. You can fact check that. So how can you be the third largest producer of coltan or exporter of coltan while you don't produce it? Where is it coming from? So most likely it's coming from Congo. So when we chose this proverb from the Congo today, I did not intend to talk too much about Congo and the conflicts going on in Africa like I have, but this is common knowledge, and I beseech you to go on YouTube and research what's going on in Congo, so that you don't have to go to CNN and NBC and Al Jazeera to learn. There's so much content out there that is directly from the people. And also, if you live in the US, I'm sure there are Congolese people there. Find communities there and learn for yourself. So I want to go ahead and read a few more of your comments here. I don't see any new comment, but I just want to say thank you for everyone that took the time to join me for the African Father in America podcast throughout this week. We took a long break from February 2nd to February 27th. I had to travel to Kenya, where I come from originally, and I made sure every single day I was there, I was eating fresh tilapia from Lake Victoria, and that was really, really good. That was like a dream come true. There were a few of you that also traveled to Kenya with me and on your own, and we did a lot of things, and we are yet to finish the mission. So if you ever want to travel with me to Africa, you should look up onevibexperience.com. onevibexperience.com. Then you can sign up for the next trips that we are planning to go to Kenya, this year, next year. We are always planning trips, whether you are an individual, a solo traveler, or you are a group. We are happy to help figure out all the logistics and hold your hand so that you have a smooth experience in the motherland. And also, we are very interested in helping people who are interested in building business, whether you want to build real estate, whether you want to build a hotel, whether you want to build an online business and work with people in the continent. I would love to help you as much as possible. I also just want to say that in coming back to Seattle after my trip in Kenya, a lot of my energy went into producing Kijiji Night, which is, this was the 6th edition of this amazing event here in Seattle, and I just loved it. I am receiving a lot of feedback. We had over 250 people that attended. The event was at Langston Hughes Performing Arts Institute here in Seattle. And, I just thank all the artists, including Johnny Nogood, who is watching the show right now, and, all the volunteers, all the sponsors. Today is exactly 1 week since Kijiji Night was held. So it's a good time to just look back. The pictures are out now, so you'll start seeing pictures out in the internet. And I just want to say thank you again. With this, we are going to mark the end of our show today. Remember, our proverb is from Congo, and it said, "A single bracelet does not jingle." A single bracelet does not jingle. Let me know what this proverb means to you in the comments. I want to read just one more comment from Brother Johnny, who says that I think this proverb symbolizes that we must unite our wisdom, our hope, and want to work together to prosper and grow. Yeah, we must unite these things. We must unite our wisdom, our hope, and our want, our need to work together to prosper and grow. These things must be in alignment in order for us to move forward in a proper way. So thank you again, Johnny, for those comments. And again, if you're watching this after the live stream, I want you to take a moment, share your comments down below with what today's proverb means for you. A single bracelet does not jingle. Excellent. So you all have a wonderful weekend. We will be here again next Monday to Friday. We will have a ton of guests who will be joining us. And I just want to thank you. I could not do this without you. It would be extremely boring to do this show and know that there is no one watching, no one listening. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, this is a good time to do that. If you're watching this from a different platform, maybe Facebook, LinkedIn, my channel is at Okelo Javan. That's my handle across all social media platforms, at OKELOJAVAN. That's how to catch me across all social media platforms, but also for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Have a beautiful weekend. Take great care of yourselves. Peace and love.
African father in America. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. Africa, tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze. America. Tujikaze, tujikaze, jikaze.
You are listening to African Father in America podcast by Simon Javan Okello, live from Seattle, Washington.